My fiancée posted a photo sitting on her ex's lap with the caption, "Sometimes you miss what you had." I didn't comment. I just sold the engagement ring online, canceled the wedding venue that was under her name, and then sent the cancellation receipt straight to her entire family group chat. All right, Reddit. I'm not usually the type to air my personal life out on the internet, but after the chaos that went down, I thought, nah, Reddit's going to love this one. Plus, half the town already knows anyway. I'm Nate, 29 male. I work as a regional sales manager for a pharmaceutical distributor. I pull in about $90,000 a year plus bonuses. Got my own place. Drive a paid-off Tacoma. My ex-fiancée is Alexa. She's 28, works as an event coordinator for a boutique hotel chain downtown. Makes around $55,000 a year, which she constantly complained wasn't enough, even though she spent $400 a month on her nails. We met 4.5 years ago at a mutual friend's housewarming party. Dated for 3 years before I proposed. The first 2 years were solid. Good chemistry, barely fought. But year 3? That's when cracks started showing. I figured that was normal though. I proposed about 1.5 years ago. Took her to this upscale steakhouse. Did the whole down on one knee thing. She posted 17 Instagram stories about it that night, complete with countdowns, close-ups from different angles, and a boomerang of her hand with the ring that she posted for separate times with different filters. The ring was a 44-carat oval diamond on a platinum band. Set me back $11,500. I'd been saving for 8 months, passed on the Colorado ski trip with Derek, said no to the new golf clubs I wanted. Worth it at the time, or so I thought. The wedding was set for October 20th. We'd already put down $8,400 in deposits across the venue, photographer, and caterer. Her mom had been calling me weekly about invitations and seating charts. Alexa even had a 12-page Google Doc for the wedding timeline and a private Instagram account dedicated entirely to wedding planning, with 340 followers. Then Cole started showing up. Cole was Alexa's ex from college at Ohio State. They dated for 3.5 years, broke up about 6 years ago when she moved to Columbus for grad school, and he stayed in Cleveland. According to her, it was a clean break. They stayed friends on social media but rarely talked. About 5 months before the wedding, around mid-May, Alexa mentioned she'd been reconnecting with old college friends. Then one Tuesday, she casually mentioned that Cole had reached out, said he'd relocated to Columbus about 8 months ago for work, and wanted to grab coffee. I didn't give a dang at first. People have exes. Adults can be cordial. So when Alexa said Cole would be joining her friends group for coffee, I said, cool. Have fun. That was mistake number 1. She left around 10 a.m., said she'd be back by lunchtime. She rolled in at 3:30 p.m., said it was nice catching up. She seemed energized. That weird kind of energized where someone's talking faster than normal. Then the coincidences started. Week 2, Alexa went to her regular coffee spot. Came home mentioning Cole had been there. What are the odds? Week 3, different coffee shop entirely. Cole was there again. Week 4, she joined a new gym. $135 a month, with eucalyptus towels. First spin class, Cole was there. He'd apparently joined 3 weeks earlier. By week 5, he was everywhere. Her coworker happy hours, the farmer's market, the Thai restaurant she went to for lunch, always just coincidentally there. I started keeping a mental list. 7 locations in 5 weeks. Columbus has 900,000 people. But somehow this dude was stumbling into my fiancée constantly. Her phone habits changed. Constantly checking notifications, smiling at her screen, turning slightly away when I walked in. She started going out more. Girls' nights doubled to 3 times a week. Happy hours went from ending at 8 p.m. to ending at midnight. She'd come home smelling like expensive cologne that definitely wasn't mine, but when I mentioned it once, she said it was probably from hugging her friend's boyfriends goodbye. Sure, totally normal explanation. And somehow, Cole was adjacent to most of these outings. I brought it up once in mid-June. We were getting ready for bed. You've been running into Cole a lot, I said. She didn't even look at me. Columbus feels small sometimes. Does it seem weird to you that you keep bumping into your ex everywhere? Are we really doing this? You're going to be that guy? That guy. That classic line she used every time I questioned anything, like having basic concerns about my fiancé's ex constantly being around, made me some kind of insecure jerk. Classic manipulation tactic. Make the person with legitimate questions feel like they're the problem. I'm just saying it's been like 6 or 7 times in a month. He works downtown. I work downtown. We have mutual friends. We go to similar places. It's not that deep, Nate. Are you texting him? She rolled her eyes. We text occasionally, like, hey, how's it going? Type stuff. Jesus, I'm not allowed to have friends now? That's not what I'm saying. It's exactly what you're saying. You're acting insecure and jealous for no reason. I'm marrying you in 4 months. I'm not interested in Cole. We're friends. That's it. I dropped it. Told myself I was overreacting. Mistake number 2. My older brother Derek noticed too. We had dinner with our parents in late June, and Alexa mentioned running into Cole again. After she went to the bathroom, Derek leaned over. How many times has she randomly seen this guy? I don't know. A lot. And you're cool with that? Derek's been married 6 years and has 2 kids. Nate, no woman accidentally runs into her ex that many times. Either he's stalking her or she's meeting up with him on purpose. Either way, something's not right. She wouldn't do that. Famous last words, little brother. Derek flagged down our waitress, ordered another drink, then looked at me dead serious. Remember when Natalia's ex kept randomly showing up at her yoga studio? Turned out she'd been texting him her schedule. Women know what they're doing. I should have listened. Should have set boundaries right then. But I didn't want to be the insecure fiancé who couldn't handle his woman having male friends. So, I stayed quiet and convinced myself everyone was wrong. This is what happens when you prioritize being chill over trusting your gut. Don't be like me. By mid-July, she'd stopped mentioning Cole as much. I took that as a good sign. Thought maybe the novelty had worn off. Then came Thursday, July 19th. Alexa said she was going out with the girls, Tori, Natalia, and 2 other women from work. They were hitting up this club downtown. She spent 2 hours getting ready. Finally settled on this tight black dress I'd never seen before. The price tag was still tucked in the back. I'd seen our credit card statement 2 days prior. She'd bought it specifically for that night. Don't wait up, she said. We'll probably close the place down. She left around 10 p.m. I played Call of Duty with my brother and my buddy Chris online, ordered a pizza, went to bed around midnight. My phone woke me up at 1:40 a.m. Multiple Instagram notifications. Alexa had posted new photos. I grabbed my phone, squinting at the brightness. Figured she'd just posted the standard. Girls' night content. She'd posted 4 new photos to her story. First one, Alexa and her girlfriends outside the club. Caption, ladies' night. Normal. Second photo, the group at a table, drinks everywhere, neon lights flashing. Caption, these girls. Third photo, Alexa on the dance floor, arms up mid-dance. Fourth photo, Alexa sitting on a man's lap. Cole. His arm was around her waist, her head tilted back, laughing. He was grinning at the camera like he just won something. His hand resting just above her hip. They looked comfortable, intimate. Like this wasn't the first time she'd sat there. Like they had their own inside jokes and shared history that I'd never be part of. The caption, sometimes you miss what you had. I read it 3 times. It already had 63 likes. I scrolled through the comments. Her friends were eating it up. I'm GU living. Wait, who is this? That's Cole L. Mao, her ex from college. He's cute though. One comment from her cousin. Aren't you engaged? Alexa replied, yes, just catching up with an old friend. Nate knows all about it. Except I didn't. Didn't know she planned to climb on his lap like a bar stool. Didn't know she was going to broadcast their reunion tour to everyone we knew. I screenshot the photo. Evidence. Then I texted her. Interesting photo. Read at 1:50 a.m. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Finally, at 1:58 a.m. out with the girls. Having so much fun. Talk tomorrow. I typed back, you told me you were going out with Tori and Natalia. You're sitting on Cole's lap posting about missing your ex. Yeah, we're talking about this. No response. I didn't sleep. I heard her come home around 3:45 a.m., stumbling through the door, giggling. She reeked of drinks, cigarette smoke, and cologne. She doesn't smoke. Cole smokes. She passed out within minutes. Around 7 a.m., I got up and made coffee. My cousin had texted at 6 a.m. Yo, WTF is this, with a screenshot. My buddy from work sent 3 question marks. My mom's friend apparently saw it and texted my mom, who then texted Derek, who texted me. Call me. Derek called at 8:15 a.m. Yo, did you see Alexa's Instagram? Yeah. What the heck, man? Chris called at 8:25 a.m. Dude, did you see? I saw. What are you going to do? Haven't decided yet. Alexa woke up around 9:30 a.m. The shower ran for 30 minutes. She came out to the kitchen in her robe. Morning, she mumbled, heading for the coffee pot. We need to talk about last night. She sighed. Can we not do this right now? I'm hungover. No, we're doing this now. Fine. What about last night? The photo. You sitting on Cole's lap. Oh my God. She rolled her eyes. It's just a photo, Nate. We were drunk and being stupid. Don't make it a thing. Don't make it a thing? You posted yourself on your ex's lap, telling the internet you miss what you had. You're being dramatic. It was a joke. Everyone was taking funny pictures. It was just people goofing around. That's not what it looked like. Well, that's what it was. I'm sorry if it bothered you, but you're seriously overreacting. She kept saying I'm sorry if, like my feelings were the problem, not her actions. You told me you were going out with the girls. You didn't mention Cole would be there. Because I didn't know he'd be there. He showed up with friends, and we ran into each other. You could have not sat on his lap. It was literally for 2 seconds while someone took a picture. You're acting like I slept with him on the dance floor. Right. I'm not having this conversation right now. She set her coffee down. I need to eat something. We can talk later when you've calmed down. Don't freaking walk away from me. She stopped. Excuse me. You owe me an explanation. That's not, you're overreacting. I don't owe you anything, Nate. I told you what happened. If you don't believe me, that's your problem. I'm going to Natalia's for brunch. We can talk tonight if you're not going to be psycho about it. She got dressed and left within 20 minutes. Didn't apologize. Didn't acknowledge that maybe, just maybe, she'd cross a line. Just grabbed her keys, her purse, and walked out like I was the one being unreasonable. I sat at that table for an hour. This wasn't just about one photo. It was 5 months of Cole everywhere. 5 months of late nights. 5 months of me raising concerns and being gaslit and told I was paranoid. And now this. I thought about the wedding. Marrying someone who'd call me psycho for having a legitimate concern. Building a life with someone who couldn't even apologize. Screw that. I went to the bedroom, opened the closet safe, and pulled out the ring box. I grabbed my laptop and opened Facebook Marketplace. I took photos from every angle. Top view showing the full stone. Side view showing the band. Close-up look professional. Open Facebook Marketplace. Title, Engagement Ring. Engagement is off. Description, Platinum band with 1.4-carat oval diamond. Purchased 7 months ago for $11,500. Excellent condition. Barely worn. Comes with original certificate and insurance appraisal. Asking $8,800 for immediate sale. Motivated seller. I posted it at 11:43 a.m. on Friday, July 20th. Then shared it to my personal Facebook. Same photos, same description. About 840 friends. Within 2 minutes, my phone started blowing up. Chris, yo. Derek, holy crap. My buddy from work. Bro? I'm freaking dead. And a legitimate inquiry from a woman named Angela. Hi, is the ring still available? This is exactly what my fiancé and I have been looking for. I responded, yes, still available. Can meet this weekend. By noon, the listing had 89 views, 12 messages about the ring. The Facebook post had 54 reactions and 18 comments. People were sharing it. The story was spreading. Then I did the next part. I found the confirmation email from the venue, Riverside Manor, and called them. A woman named Jennifer answered, sounding way too cheerful for what I was about to do. Hi, I need to cancel a wedding booking for October 20th under the name Alexa Ward. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Let me pull up the booking. Can I ask who I'm speaking with? Nate Carver, the groom. Former groom. I see. Is Miss Ward aware you're calling? She will be shortly. Long pause. Per the contract, you're within the 90-day window, so you'll receive a 50% refund on the venue deposit. That's $1,600. Perfect. Can you email confirmation to both of us? I gave her Alexa's email. You'll both receive confirmations within the hour. By 1:30 p.m., I'd canceled the venue, photographer, and caterer. Each one confirmed they'd CC Alexa on the cancellation notices. By my calculation, she'd be getting 3 separate emails in the next hour explaining that her wedding was officially dead. The thought made me smile, but I saved the best for last. I'd been in a group chat with Alexa's family for about a year, her parents, 2 older brothers, her aunt, her grandma. They used it to coordinate family stuff and wedding planning. I opened the chat. The last message was from her mom, Carol. Can't wait for the final dress fitting. Only 3 months away. I typed, hey everyone, wanted to give you a heads up that the wedding is canceled. I've already notified the venue, photographer, and caterer. You'll receive confirmation emails shortly. Alexa can explain why. Then I attached the screenshot of the Instagram photo, hit send, muted the chat, and put my phone on silent. Made myself a sandwich, grabbed a drink even though it was barely 2 p.m., and turned on SportsCenter. Jalen Brunson highlights. I'd had money on the Knicks that season. Lost $200 when they got bounced in the second round. My phone was vibrating nonstop, but I ignored it. Around 2:30 p.m., aggressive knocking. I looked through the peephole. Carol. Alexa's mom. This was going to be good. I opened the door. Carol was in full Karen mode. Designer sunglasses pushed up, holding her phone like a weapon. Where is Alexa? Brunch with Natalia. Haven't heard from her. We need to talk about this. She waved her phone. This photo, this message. You can't just cancel a wedding without discussing it. Pretty sure I can. I'm half of the couple. You're being irrational. This is clearly just a misunderstanding. Carol, your daughter posted herself sitting on her ex's lap at a club. That's not a misunderstanding. It's just a photo. Young people post silly things. You're overreacting. I actually laughed. Right. I'm overreacting. Not the woman who's sitting on another man's lap while engaged, me, for having a problem with it. Carol. A new voice. Alexa's dad, Robert, coming up the walkway. Stop. She turned. I'm just trying to. You're defending nonsense. He reached the door. Nate, can I come in, son? I stepped aside. Robert walked in. Carol tried to follow, but Robert held up a hand. You need to wait in the car. Excuse me. Car. Now. I'll handle this. I am trying to save our daughter's wedding. Our daughter messed up. She embarrassed herself, Nate, and this family. Go wait in the car. Now. Carol stormed off toward a white Mercedes SUV. I could see her get in and immediately pull out her phone, probably texting everyone in town about what a monster I was. Robert closed the door. I'm sorry about that. Don't worry about it. Carol's been treating this wedding like her do-over. She's not thinking straight. He gestured to the couch. Can we sit? We sat. He leaned forward. He was a big guy, former linebacker, worked in industrial equipment sales. Hands like catcher's mitts. Guy could probably still bench 300. I saw the photo before you sent it. Alexa's brother showed me last night. I called her immediately. You know what she said? What? That it wasn't a big deal and I wouldn't understand because I'm old. He shook his head. I've been married 32 years. I understand plenty. I understand you don't disrespect your fiancé like this. You don't post that online. And when you mess up, you apologize, not call the person psycho. She told you that part? Her brother did. He was there this morning. Heard the whole argument. Robert sat back. Look, I like you. Always have. You work hard. Treat my daughter well. You're solid. I'm not going to tell you to forgive her. If you want to cancel the wedding, that's your right, Robert said. I appreciate that, I told him, but I want to understand. Is this about the photo or more? So, I told him everything. The 5 months of coal, the phone changes, the late nights, how she dismissed every concern I had. He just listened. And when I finished, he nodded slowly. Yeah, that's what I thought, he said. This wasn't one mistake. Exactly. He looked at me. Has she called you yet? I checked my phone. 14 missed calls from Alexa, 6 from Carol, 23 unread texts. She's been calling. You going to answer eventually? Not yet. Fair. Robert stood up. For what it's worth, I think you're handling this right. He started heading for the door, then turned back. One more thing, he said. Carol's going to try to change your mind. She'll call, show up, send people. Ignore all of it. She's protecting her own ego. I'll make sure it stops. Got it. He left. My phone rang again, Alexa. I let it go to voicemail. Then Chris called. Dude, the Ring listing is blowing up. You're at, like, 400 views. I checked. Holy crap. You're going viral. Local viral. Everyone's talking about it. Is that good or bad for me? Good for you. Bad for Alexa. He laughed. Oh, and someone tagged Channel 4 News. Wait, what? You're kidding. You not. They love this stuff. My phone buzzed again. Text from an unknown number. Hi Nate, this is Michelle Roberts from Channel 4. We'd love to talk to you about your Facebook post. Would you be available for an interview? Part of me wanted to say no, but the story was already out there. Might as well control the narrative. I texted back, sure. When? This afternoon, 4 p.m. at the station. I'll be there. Then Derek called. Mom's freaking out about you canceling without telling anyone. Did you tell her about the photo? Yeah. She shut up real quick. Said, Alexa is an idiot and you did the right thing. Good. You doing okay though? Yep. I feel good. Like I should have done this months ago when the coal stuff started. Facts. You going through with the news interview? 4 p.m. Savage. I love it. I grabbed my keys and headed out to the Tacoma. The truck had 140,000 miles on it, but ran like new. Alexa used to complain that I should get something nicer, something that looked better. I'd always tell her, paid off beats pretty every time. She never got it. I left for the station at 3:30 p.m. Alexa had called 6 more times. I'd gotten texts from her brothers, her aunt, 3 of her friends, all variations of please call me. Let's talk, this is fixable. None of them acknowledged what she'd done. They just asked me to be reasonable. Forget all of them. I walked into Channel 4, ready to tell my side. Michelle Roberts met me in the lobby. Young, maybe 27, firm handshake, warm smile. Nate, thanks for coming in. Should only take 20 minutes, just a casual conversation. No gotcha questions. She led me to Studio B. The camera guy nodded. Someone clipped a microphone to my shirt. Michelle sat across from me. The camera guy silently counted down, 3, 2, 1, then pointed. I'm here with Nate Carver, whose Facebook post about selling his engagement ring has gone viral locally. Nate, thanks for joining us. Thanks for having me. So, let's start from the beginning. You and your fiancé were together 4.5 years, engaged for 18 months, wedding planned for October. What happened? I laid it out, kept it factual. Alexa reconnected with her ex, started running into him everywhere. Posted a photo on his lap with a caption about missing what they had. When I tried to address it, she called me dramatic and left. Michelle asked a few clarifying questions. You decided to sell the ring online and make it public. Why? She made our situation public when she posted that photo. She put our relationship drama online first. I just responded with the truth. The engagement is off. The ring is for sale. Those are facts. Some might say posting publicly was vindictive. Some might say posting yourself on your ex's lap while engaged is disrespectful. She was transparent about her behavior online. I'm being transparent about the consequences. Michelle smiled slightly. You seem very calm. I am. The interview wrapped. Michelle said it would air at 6 p.m. and go online. I left at 4:35 p.m. feeling good, controlled the narrative, came across reasonable, not bitter. My phone had descended into chaos. 32 missed calls. 67 unread texts. The Facebook post had 412 reactions, 178 comments, and one text from Angela. Hi Nate, my fiancé and I are very interested. Would you be available tomorrow? We can bring cash. Tomorrow works. 11 a.m. at Starbucks on High Street. Perfect. See you then. Easy. 11.5 grand spent, getting back almost 9. Could have been worse. At least I was getting something back. I drove home, grabbed a drink, and finally started reading messages. Derek, just watched you. You killed it. Mom's very proud of how you handled that. Call me later. Then Alexa sighed. Her brother, Nate, come on. This is getting out of hand. Her friend Tori. You're really going to throw away 4 years over one photo? This is so immature. Carol, you need to stop this right now. You're embarrassing our family. Take down those posts. And Alexa, Nate, please call me. This is insane. You're ruining my life. Everyone is calling me. My boss saw the posts. You're being cruel, right? I'm the problem now. I didn't respond. Ordered Thai food, turned on a game, and existed peacefully. The news aired at 6 p.m. Derek texted me clips. There I was, explaining calmly why I'd ended it. They even showed screenshots of the Facebook post and, with faces blurred, the photo of Alexa on Cole's lap. By 7 p.m., the post had been shared over 600 times. Screenshots hit Twitter. Someone posted about it on Reddit. I found the thread in our /relationship_advice. Over 200 comments, most people saying I'd handled it right. At 8:30 p.m., Alexa finally showed up. Key in the lock, door opening. She walked in looking destroyed. Eyes red, makeup streaked, still wearing the same clothes from that morning. How could you do this to me, she said. I took a sip of soda. Do what exactly? This. All of this. Everyone is calling me. My boss pulled me aside because clients were asking about it. Do you know how humiliating that is? Probably about as humiliating as seeing your fiancé on another man's lap. It was one stupid photo. It was 5 months of you hanging out with your ex and making me feel like a jerk for asking questions. Don't reduce this to one mistake. She sank onto the couch, crying. I messed up, okay? I shouldn't have posted that. I was drunk and stupid, and I'm sorry, but you didn't have to blow up my entire life. Are you freaking kidding me? Interview? You went on an interview for this? Well, sometimes people are petty like that. Get over it. So you sold my ring, canceled our wedding. It's not your ring. I paid for it. And yeah, I canceled the wedding because I'm not marrying someone who thinks this is acceptable. I said I'm sorry. Nope. You called me psycho and left. You only said sorry after I made it public and you faced consequences. That's not being sorry, that's damage control. She went quiet. How long? I asked. We're just friends. That's not true. She looked down at her hands. Nothing physical happened. That's not what I asked. We've been talking for a few months. He was there when you were working late. He listened. I work late so we can have a stable life. For the wedding, the house, the future you kept saying you wanted. This is how you repay me? It's not like that. She got defensive. He made me feel something, like I was still fun. You and I got so serious. So you were emotionally cheating. I wouldn't call it. That's what it's called. That's emotional cheating. She cried harder. I didn't mean for it to happen. And I never kissed him, never slept with him. You committed to him in every way except physically. That's worse. If you just hooked up with him drunk one night, that'd be a mistake. This was a choice you made every day for months. She looked up. Can we fix this? Please. I'll cut off Cole. I'll do therapy. Whatever you want. For a split second, I almost felt bad. Then I remembered her laughing on his lap, the caption, her calling me psycho. No, Alexa. No. I'm done. The ring is sold. The wedding is canceled. We're over. You can't just, I can. And I did. You need to move out. This is my apartment too. Lease is in my name. You have 30 days. Are you freaking kidding me? Not even a little. 30 days. After that, I'm changing the locks. She stood up, furious. You're a jerk. A controlling, vindictive jerk. Screw you, Nate. Get out. It's 9 p.m. Then go to Natalia's. Or Tori's. Or Cole's. I'm sure he'd love the company. But you're not staying here. She grabbed her purse, shot me a look of pure venom, pure hatred. She stormed out, slamming the door hard enough that a picture frame fell off the wall. I picked it up, a photo of us from 2 years ago, and threw it straight into the trash. Saturday morning brought relative peace. No Alexa, no drama. Just coffee and sunlight. The Facebook post had finally slowed. 847 shares, 420 comments. The marketplace listing had over 1,200 views. My interview had been clipped and shared across local social media. I'd become engagement ring guy. I met Angela and her fiancé at Starbucks at 11 a.m. They were a young couple, mid-20s, genuinely excited about marriage. I pulled out the ring box and set it between us. Can I? Angela asked. Go ahead. She opened it carefully. The diamond caught the light. She gasped, looking at her fiancé, Devin. That's beautiful. Exactly what we've been looking for. The certificate and appraisal are here, I said, sliding the paperwork across the table. Devin studied it. This says appraised at $11,500. Yep. I'm selling for $8,800. Why? Angela asked, then looked embarrassed. Sorry, none of my business. No, it's fine, I said. I'm sure you've seen the Facebook post. Oh God. She covered her mouth. You're that Nate. I'm that Nate. I'm so sorry. It's fine. I'm good. They looked at each other. Then Devin pulled an envelope from his jacket. We brought cash, $8,800. He handed it over. I counted it, all there. Perfect. I handed over the ring and documentation. Congratulations. I hope it goes better than mine. Thanks, Angela said softly. For what it's worth, you handled that really well. You did the right thing. We shook hands. They left with the ring, looking happy. I sat there with an envelope full of cash, feeling lighter. The weekend stayed quiet. Alexa didn't come back. I found out later she'd been staying with Tori. Carol called twice more. I let both go to voicemail and deleted them without listening. Derek came over Saturday night. We ordered food and watched UFC. Poirier knocked some dude out in the second round. Made $50 on that bet. You doing all right? Derek asked. Yeah, man. Honestly, feel great. No second thoughts? Nope. Should have ended it months ago. True, he said. But you ended it properly. Public accountability. Sunday, I cleaned the apartment. Packed up all of Alexa's stuff. Clothes, makeup, hair products. Filled 6 boxes and stacked them by the door. Then I texted her. Your stuff is packed. Pick it up this week or I'm donating it. She replied an hour later. Can we please just talk? No. Pick up your stuff by Friday. Monday, the venue called, confirming the cancellation and refund. Then mentioned Alexa had called asking to reverse it. What did you tell her? I asked. That both parties need to agree, they said. Since you initiated, you'd need to approve. I don't approve. That's what I figured. The cancellation stands. Jennifer from Riverside Manor actually sounded amused. She said it was the most drama they'd had with a cancellation in years. Usually, people just quietly split deposits and moved on. She told me she'd already rebooked our date to another couple who seemed much more stable. The photographer and caterer called too, both confirming she'd reached out. They told her the same thing. Without my agreement, cancellations were final. She was desperate. Good. Tuesday, Channel 4 called again. Michelle Roberts, your interview got picked up by news aggregation sites. It's getting national attention. BuzzFeed wrote an article. A relationship podcast wants to interview you. Any interest? Maybe. Send me details. Will do. By Tuesday afternoon, the story had spread beyond local news. Relationship advice Instagram accounts posted about it. Twitter threads went semi-viral. Reddit threads appeared in multiple subreddits. The general consensus? I'd done nothing wrong. Wednesday, Alexa picked up her stuff while I was at work. She texted, "I got everything. Keys are on the counter." That was it. No final plea, just confirmation she'd moved out. By the end of that week, life had returned to normal. Work kept me busy. I hit the gym 4 times, had dinner with my parents, started planning a Colorado trip with Derek. Then, 3 weeks later, Alexa showed up again, this time looking different. Not crying, just determined. I opened the door. "What do you want?" "To talk. Really talk. Please." Against my better judgment, I let her in. She walked in like she was casing the place, looking around at the furniture I'd rearranged. I'd already taken down the pictures, made it clear this was my place now. She sat on the couch. I stayed standing, arms crossed. "I've been in therapy," she said. "I know I messed up with Cole. I was wrong about everything. The photo, how I handled it, all of it. I'm sorry. I want another chance. Please." I stared at her for a long moment. "No, Nate. You had chances. You had 5 months of chances. You chose to call me psycho instead." "I know, and you're only here now because your reputation took a hit. Not because you actually regret what you did. You regret getting caught." She stood up, defensive. "That's not fair. I came here to apologize." "You came here because you want me to help fix your image. Maybe post something about us working things out. Make yourself look better." She went quiet, busted. "Get out, Alexa. Just get out. We're done. We've been done. Lose my number. Lose my address. And lose the idea that I'm ever taking you back. You're being unreasonable. I'm being clear. There's a difference. Now leave." She grabbed her purse, stood there like she wanted to say something else, then headed for the door. "You know what? Fine. I tried to be mature. I tried to apologize. But you're just a bitter jerk who can't let anything go." "Maybe. But I'm not marrying a hoe." "How dare screw you, Nate. You already said that last time. Get some new material." She left, slamming the door. I stood there, waiting to feel something, regret maybe. Second thoughts. Nothing. 3 months later, life moves on faster than you think. The engagement ring drama faded after about 2 weeks. Became a story people referenced occasionally, but mostly forgotten. I deleted the Facebook post after a month. Alexa apparently moved to Cincinnati for a new job. Heard that through the grapevine. I unfollowed her on everything, blocked her number, removed her completely. Cole? He bailed, moved somewhere out west, shocking no one. I took that Colorado trip with Derek in September. Spent a week hiking in Rocky Mountain National Park. Came back feeling reset. Started dating again in October. All nice women. Then I matched with Claudia on Hinge. She's 27, works as a physical therapist, has her life together. We've been seeing each other for about 6 weeks now, taking it slow. She's straightforward, doesn't play games, respects boundaries. When I mentioned I had to work late one night, she just said, "Cool. Let me know when you're free." Instead of accusing me of avoiding her. Met her parents last week. Her dad's a retired Marine, works security now. Spent an hour talking about comas with him. Good people. Used some of the ring money for a house down payment. Got a 3-bedroom place about 20 minutes outside the city. Closed last week. It's mine. No shared memories. No ghosts. My parents love it. Derek and his family came for dinner last weekend. Chris helped me move furniture. People still ask about it sometimes. I'll be at a bar and someone will recognize me, buy me a drink, tell me their own story. It always ends with them saying I did the right thing. One guy told me he stayed with his cheating girlfriend for 2 more years after catching her, thinking it would get better. It didn't. He wished he'd walked away immediately like I did. I don't think about Alexa anymore. If I do, it's with indifference, like a finished chapter. Sometimes I wonder if she ever actually loved me, or if I was just convenient, a stable guy with a good job who'd pay for her lifestyle while she kept her options open. Doesn't matter now. The wedding would have been last month, October 20th. That day came and went, and I didn't even realize it until my mom called to check on me. I'm fine, Mom. Didn't even think about it. Good. You deserve better. I know, and I do know. That's the difference. A year ago, I would have questioned whether I deserved better, whether I was overreacting. Now I know exactly what I deserve. Someone who doesn't sit on their ex's lap. Someone who doesn't call me psycho for having legitimate concerns. Someone who respects me enough not to publicly humiliate me. Basic stuff. But, apparently, not that basic for some people. So yeah, my fiancée posted herself on her ex's lap with a caption about missing what they had. I sold the ring, canceled the wedding, sent receipts to her whole family, and moved on. Best decision I ever made. YouTube just dropped this new hype feature. If you're hooked on the story, smash that hype button. It tells YouTube this video deserves to blow up and keeps even crazier stories coming your way.